Two of the greatest names in baseball history. Lifetime bans, tarnished careers, forgotten legends. And now, a historic twist, MLB has reinstated them. But, is it too late? Pete Rose, the all-time hits leader. Shoeless Joe Jackson, one of the greatest hitters ever. Both banned for decades. Both now eligible for the Hall of Fame. But this decision raises a fundamental question: why do we wait for men to die before we forgive them? On one hand, Pete Rose, the hit king. 4,256 hits. An overflowing passion, an aggressive, unforgettable style. 3 World Series titles, 17 All-Star selections, an MVP award in 1973. On the other, Shoeless Joe Jackson. A .356 lifetime batting average, the third best in MLB history. A near-mythical swing, admired even by his opponents. But their greatness didn't protect them. Both saw their names erased from the official record. Their achievements overshadowed by a single line on their file: sports betting. Pete Rose, once manager of the Cincinnati Reds, was accused, and later found guilty, of betting on games his team played between 1985 and 1987. A bright red line in the MLB rulebook. He denied it for years before finally admitting it in 2004. Joe Jackson, for his part, was caught up in the infamous 1919 Black Sox scandal. 8 players accused of throwing the World Series for money. Jackson always claimed innocence. His performance in the series was stellar. But in 1921, all were banned for life. Until May 2025, the rule was simple: anyone on the permanently ineligible list could never enter the Hall of Fame. Case closed. In 1991, a new rule even reinforced that no one banned for undermining the integrity of the game could be honored. And yet, in May 2025, Commissioner Rob Manfred announced a major shift. From now on, a person who is no longer with us can no longer be a threat to the game. The result: 16 players reinstated at once, including Pete Rose, Shoeless Joe Jackson, and all the Black Sox. But this reversal is as controversial as it is historic. Some call it justice. Others see it as hypocritical, a gesture made far too late for those who lost everything. Pete Rose passed away last October at age 83. Shoeless Joe died in 1951. These men will never see their plaques in Cooperstown. Can we really call it forgiveness when there's no one left to receive it? Their fates now lie in the hands of the Classic Baseball Era Committee, which will meet in December 2027. They'll need 12 out of 16 votes, 75%, to be inducted. A tall order. Former players sit on that panel, and the wounds still run deep. Frank Robinson, a baseball icon, once said he'd never set foot in the Hall of Fame again if Pete Rose got in. Others, like Tony Perez, Rose's former teammate, might vote yes. It will all depend on the makeup of the panel, and their view of baseball's past. But really, this debate is bigger than just baseball. It touches on how we deal with guilt, forgiveness, and legacy. Can we honor greatness while acknowledging flaws? Can a Hall of Fame plaque read, "All-time great, but betrayed the game"? Or must we separate the man from the athlete, private sins from public records? Is the Hall of Fame a museum of talent, or a sanctuary of virtue? One thing is certain: Pete Rose and Joe Jackson aren't just names in a history book. They're symbols. Men who gave everything to the game, and lost it all because of one decision. Maybe by reinstating them, MLB is trying to settle old debts. But posthumous forgiveness won't restore their careers. It only offers them a place in a display case. A place they arguably deserved while they were still alive. So now it's up to you: do Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson deserve a place in the Hall of Fame? Should their mistakes still haunt them, even in death? Or is it time to give them the honor the game owes them? Tell me in the comments. And remember, behind every legend lies a truth, sometimes glorious, sometimes tragic.